Hey everyone, this is Bremster, and this is Nine Fives by Wu-chian Lin. This is a puzzle that when it first came in, I went, I'm not sure I can do this, but I'm going to give it a try, because, wow, there's a lot going on in this grid. Other stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to go into anything else going on. It's going to take me a while to get through the rules. Above me here, I've got a summary of the rules because there's a lot in it, but in the puzzle itself and in the description, there is a full link to the rules. The one rule I've detailed above is the one that is not necessarily standard. There's a couple of variants of it and people name them differently. I'll get to that in a minute. So let's have a look. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We've got green lines, which are German whisper lines. So adjacent digits on these lines must have a difference of at least 5. We've got purple lines, which are Renban lines. They must be a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So for example, if this was to be a 1, then these would have to be 2, 3, 4, because that's the only way I could make a consecutive set including 1. They could be in any order. It could be 2, 3, and 4. That's fine. They just need to be consecutive if they were taken off the line and sorted. On the beige lines, any set of 3 digits along the line must be contain 1 low, 1 medium, and 1 high digit. So along this line, this would be a set 1 low, 1 medium, and 1 high. When you get a longer line, there's a little bit more going on. Similar with the red lines, but those are modular lines, which means instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, low, mid, and high, they are the remains of modulo 3. Or the other way to do it is if you look at your numeric keypad, whether in Sudoku pad or on your actual keyboard, instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 horizontal, it's 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, and 3, 6, 9 vertical. So they're the remainders if you have divide the digit by 3. 369 remainder 0, 258 remainder 2, 147 remainder 1. You then have the rule that is a little bit different depending on who says it. So this is the blue lines are sum lines. So these two cells will equal those two cells. They must have the same sum in the different regions. It's just that in some versions of sum lines, because these lines are in the same region, those 5 would sum to those 2. In this case, puzzle, this is not the case. These 3 will sum to those 2, which will sum to those. These are each instance of a line within the region will have its own sum. So those will sum to those 2, which will sum to those 2. Not all the case. So yeah, equal sum lines, region sum lines, the names get confused so much. Originally, this was what region sum lines was because they sum in the region. And now the names are all just completely confused. So yes, not going into the naming, I'm just calling it sum line and calling out in this, each instance of the line within the region has a different sum. And then we've got a thermo, and along the thermo, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this will be higher than this will be higher than this, all the way down the thermo. They cannot go down, they cannot stay the same. I have no idea on the difficulty of this puzzle. There's a lot going on, so I'm probably going to miss stuff. Yep. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So I can see a couple of things. First of all, there must be a 5 in here, because you cannot put a 5 on a whisper line, because the 5 difference means that if you went up from 5, you would hit 10 or higher. 5 down, you would hit 0 or lower. It doesn't work. Also, because of the 5 difference, the minute you put a low digit, you can't go down, you must go up, and you will leapfrog the 5. If you go to put a high digit, you can't go up, you must go down, you will leapfrog the 5. So you will always alternate high, low, which is called alternating polarity. So that digit and that digit and that digit must be the same high-low, and that must be the same high-low. So one of those is going to be high, one of them is going to be low, but I'm not sure which yet. I can never put 4 or 6 in those cells, but I could put them there or in one of those. So that's not really getting me that far. This is actually restricted. This has a maximum 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Does that do anything for me? Not really. It means 1 is in one of those. So this could never be 6 because the only digit that can go next to 6 on a whisper line is 1. So I can't put 6 there. So 6 can never go in any of those, but it could go there or in one of those. 5 is in one of those 4. 5 is in one of those 4. 5 on a modular line. I really don't know where to start this. Like, entropically, that is low. That isn't necessarily low. Five is in one of those. If 5 is here, these are low and high, but that's fine for the whisper. That actually causes more freedom. Nine is in one of those. Is 9 a problem on this? No, because I could go 9, 1, then this is 10, and then this has lots of options. Like, I can't... That and that. So there's a trick about modular and entropic lines, which is, let's say this is yellow, blue, and green. Now, I don't know whether these are low, medium, or high. It doesn't matter. But define them as any way you want. But let's just call them, they're a set. And this is the same for modular and entropic. So one of them has to be yellow, one of them has to be blue, one of them has to be green, whether it is modulo 1, modulo 2, modulo 3, or low, medium, or high. Now, this set of 3 now has one of each. But this set of 3 is missing one of the 3, which is yellow because it's got blue and green. So, and then this set of 3 is missing one of them. I've got yellow and green, so this has to be blue. And every third digit along one of these lines has to be the same because you've got the repeating set concept. Now, what that's telling me is that and that are the same high-low. So they're low, medium, or high. And that are the same low, medium, high. Similarly, those are the same modulo. Those are the same modulo. Those are the same modulo. Okay, I am not getting this. Okay, this was another case of I got very, very lost for a period of time. And then I had to I just got very, very lost for a period of time. And then I got as always is happening with me at the moment, I'm having to reinvestigate what I do with the channel. I got a family phone call and I had to go deal with that. So it's actually several hours since I last looked at this puzzle. But I know I hadn't found much. But one of the things I did find in the time that I was looking, I did a rewind and figured out where it was before I wasted like 9 minutes not finding anything. One thing I should have spotted spotted was there's a 5 in here looking down. So I can't put 5 in any of those, which means this, because this has to be higher than this can't be a 4 and this can't be a 3. And that's basically what I found. And I did start investigating one other thing when I got the phone call, and I'm going to start investigating that straight away now. So sorry about the interruptions. The whole point is to showcase the puzzle. I have no idea if I'll be able to crack into this one or not. We'll see. So, and what I was looking at is box 5. And I kind of had started realizing, hang on a minute, this is an entropic line. And it must contain a low, a middle, and a high digit. So there's a problem with 1 and 9. Because if I put 1 on a Renban, then the Renban is forced to be what, like I described up here, I think, the Renban is forced to be 1, 2, 3, which means all of the low digits are taken. The same down here. If I put a 1 on this Renban, it's forced to be 1, 2, 3. So 1 has to be in here. And if I put 9 on the Renban, it's forced to be 9, 8, 7. So the 9 has to be in here. So the question now becomes 4, 5, and 6. Well, I can't put 4 or 6 in either of those because 4 and 6... Right, I need to put a 4, 5, 6 somewhere in this because I've now got the medium and the low and the high. And I can't put 4, 5, or 6 there because for this to be 4, 5, or 6, this would have to be 1, 9, or 1 or 9. And for it to be 5, this doesn't work. And the same is true here. So this is the middle digit, 4, 5, or 6. And this is a 1, 9 pair. Okay. But now, where do I put 2? Wherever I put 2 is on a Renban and has to go 2, 3, 4. And wherever I put 8 goes 8, 7, 6. This is actually a 5. Okay, that's cool. Which means 5 is up here and 5 is down here. And it means this is not a 5 and there is a 5 on there. Now, if this is not a 5, this can't be 6 and this can't be 7. But there is a 1 down here. This is the 9 and this is the 1. So this is low. And because one of these is 2, 3, 4 and the other one is 6, 7, 8, this is low. This is 2, 3, 4 and this is 6, 7, 8. But all of those are possible. But that's very clever. But 1 and 5 are down here. And I can't put 9 down here, so this is a 9. Which does nothing to the Thermo. But it puts 9 somewhere up here. Now, there was something about 6 up here as well, wasn't there? Because 1 is in one of those 3. Well, not 2. 1 is in one of those 3. So 6 can go here or in one of those. Now, this is... Hang on, there's got to be a 9 in here because I need to put a... Right, this goes high, low, high, or low, high, low, but the only high digit I've got is 9. That is a 9. And these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. This is from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, it can't be 9 because there's no 9 available. It can't be 6 because both of those would be 1. This is a 7 or an 8. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4. But this can't be 4 because they can't both be 9. This can't be 4 because that can't be 9. But this is modular, not entropic. But if this is modular. This has to be from. Oh no 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 no. This is just a whisper line. You can do that to me. I'm going to make that mistake a lot. 4 and 5 are different modularities, so I can put them over here. But I can't put a 2 over here. I can't put a 2 over here because 2 and 5 are the same modularity. And 5 must be over here. So 2 is in one of those two, which means that is not a 2. So I'm already don't have 8 there. So these are from 1, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 4 are the same modularity. Hang on, this 1 means this is a 3, which means this can't be 7, it's an 8, and there's no 3 in those. This is modular 3. This is 3 along and has to be the same modularity, and therefore it has to be 6 because 9's not available. Six is now in here. But I can't put it there. I can't put it here because both of those would be 1, and I can't put it there because that would be 1 and 1's not available. This is the 6, which means 3 along has to be the same modularity, and 1, 4, 5 are not the same modularity as 6. That's a 3. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. Well, I can't put 4 there because neither of those can be 9. So they can't be the 4. That's the 2, 7. This is a 4. And then 3 along this must be from the same modularity. So it's 1 or 7. This is not a 4 anymore. So that's a 1, 2 pair, which means there's no 1 or 3 in those. This is a 4, 5 pair. And this, well, the 1, 2 means that's the 7 and that's the 5. And this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, and 9. But this is a whisper line. The 1 has to go in the middle of it, which means this is the 2, this is the 7. 3 along from this has to be the same modularity as 2, and 2 is 2, 5, 8. So that's the 8, that's the 9. That's wrong, completely wrong. Careful, careful, careful. But this does have to be, from the high-low, this has to be 2, this has to be 7. And now there's no 1 in these, but these could be in any order because there's no modularity in play. Don't make that mistake. But 7, 1, 2, 3, is the same modularity as 4, and this becomes the 5. That I can do. Okay. I have a 6, 7, 8 triple in this column. So if one of those was 9, what would the other high digit be? That's the 9. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't put 4 there. 4 there would require that to be 9. I can't put 4 there. This is now a 1, 2, 3 triple. That's the 4, and there's no 4 in those. 9. This is from 1, 2, and 3 because I can't put 4 in it because both of those would have to be 9. But there's no 1 in it. That's a 2, 3 pair, so this is a 1. These are high. They are from 6, 7, 8. Now, this one could be a 6. This one can't be. That's a 6, 7, 8 triple. So this is actually 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is actually 4, 5. These total 9. So hang on, if that's a 4, 5 pair, that's a 6, that's a 7, that's an 8, that's a 3, and that's a 2. That 3 makes that 2 and that 3. The 6 takes 6 out of there. This is the 6 because of the 7, 8. That's a 7, 8 pair. So this is 6. So this is 1. This is not 1. This is cool. Once you get the flow on this, it's really, really cool. This 2 makes this 3 and this 2. And of course, at the very big, all along, I've had the fact that one of those had to be 3. So that could never have been 7. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. These are 4, 5, and 7. So this is the 8 and this is the 7. These are 4, 5, and 7. I need to put a low on this somewhere because this is entropic and that's not low. So there's a 2 or a 3 on here somewhere. I'm not sure about that. Getting into these corners could be tricky. There's no low here. So this has to be a low digit. This is a 1, 2, or a 3. So this is middle or high. If it's middle, it's 5 because it sees 4 and 6. If it's high, it's 8 or 9. And this is the same. If it's middle, it's 5 or 6, but it couldn't be 5. So if this would be 6, because if it's middle, this would have to be the 5 and this would have to be the 6. And this would be 8 or 9. This would be an 8-9 pair. If this is 5, 6, these are both high. If this is 8, 9, these are both middle. This would be 5 or 6. This would be 4. That can't be, can be high. It could be 7. If this is high, it's 7. And then that would be a 2. Which does seem possible. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9 because of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that is all modularities. These are either 9 if they're 4, 5, 11 or 12. Need to put a low digit on this. Can't put a 3 on it because 3 sees all of them. If I put a 2 on it, it's there. And if I put a 1 on it, it's in one of those two. I'm feeling very stuck. 9 can't be 1, 8 because of the 8. If it's 2, 7, it's 7, 2. If it's 3, 6, it's 3, 6. And if it's 4, 5, it's 4, 5. No, it can't be 4, 5 because 4, 5 would break that. So these are the only possibilities. So this is 2 or 6, but it can't be low. This is 6. So this is high. This is an 8, 9 pair. And this has to be middle. So it's 4 or 5, and it's not 5. This is 4. This is an 8, 9 pair, so I know what these are. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I can't put 3 there. So 3 is on this Renban. So 3, 4, 5, 6 is the maximum. I can't put 7, 8, or 9 on that Renban. So that can't be the high digit. This has to be the 7, 8, or 9. That's a 7 or a 9. But oh no, I can't put 3 on the entropic line. But this is the high digit. So this has to be low or middle. If it's low, it's 1. If it's middle, it's 4, 5, or 6. But this is 6, so this is 3. This is not 3. So now, yeah, I've already had that 3 was on this Renban. I don't know, something went wrong. Something went wrong in my brain. So this is the quadruple. 1, 2, 5, 7. So there's no 5 up here because 5 has to be down here. So if there's a 5 on this Renban, it's here. So hang on a minute. I can't get to 6, can I? Oh, maybe. Because this could be 3, 5. This could be 2. This could be 4, 6. In fact, this is 4, 6. Because there's no 2 down here. This is the 2. This is 1, 5, 7. Which means this is the 9. There's no 1 here. This is 4, 6. So on here, I need to put a 3, which is forced by Sudoku, and I need to connect the 4 to the 6. This is 3 and 5. So this is the 2. This is already a middle digit. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, and 8. Well, there's no 8 there. There's no 1 there. This 6 makes this 4, which makes this 6. That takes 4 out of there. One, 7, 8 makes this 9 and this 8. Wow, this is tricky. I mean, the deductions are cool, but I'm not sure how to make them. There's a 6 in one of those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Eight is on this line because of Sudoku. It can't go in any of those. So 8 is on here. So there's 8 on that modular line. Is there anything else forced onto that line? Not that I can see. It would be cool if it was, because if 8 and 2, and if like 2 or 5 was forced on it, I'd know they'd have to go there. Because the only modulo that I can repeat is in those two cells. Now, if 8 is here, I can't put 9 on it, so I'd have to put 7 and 6 on this line. And I can't do it. That's not 8. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 4, 5 there. So there is a 1 or a 2. No, this could be 7. There's no 7 there. If this is 7, I can't put an 8 on the line. I've already determined that. Because if I do 8, 7, 6 is not possible. If I put 7 on this line, I can't go 8, 9. Because I can't put 8 or 9 on this. So it'd have to go down. And I can't put 6 on this line. I can never put 7 on this line. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that can't be 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. This can't be 5 because I can't put a 4 on the line. 4, 3, 2? Well, this can't be 2 because of that 2. This is giving me a 1, 2 pair. This is a 3. So this is the same modulo as 3. So it's 6 or 9. So it's not an 8. 8 is in here. So 8 is up here. 8 is in one of those two. This is bonkers. This is a 1, 2, 4, 5 triple. That's the 7. This 1 has made this 5 and this 1. So these are not from 369. I should have been able to tell that. I can't put 369 on. That was the easier way to do it. I can't put 3, 6 or 9 in those, so they had to go there. That was the easier way to do it. And I didn't. But I can see it now. So if you found it that way, well done. Now, what are these from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what they're from. There's no 8 or 9 there. There's no 6 or 9 there. There's no 6. Seven is there. 7 can't go there, it can't go there, and it can't go there, and that's not a 7. That's a 7, so that's an 8. That 8 makes that 9 and that 8. One, two, four, five, six, 9. In fact, this is a 6, 9 pair in the row, and this is a 4 or a 5. So there's a 5 in here. So 5 is up here somewhere. It's going to boil down to the math on this. Like, this is at least 7. So these have to sum to at least 10. So if I must put a 7 on here. Because if I don't put a 7 on here, the total is 9. 7 and 1, 2. And I can't even do 1, 2, or maybe I can, is at least 10. So there must be a 7 on here. So this is the 5. This is a 4th 7. And this is the middle digit. This is a high digit. So this is a 1, 2, or a 3. And it's not a 1. This is a 2 or a 3. It's not a 5. This 5 makes this a 3, which makes this a 5. The 3 looks back, making this a 2. And this is a 7, 8, 9. And there's a 7, 8 looking at it. That's a 9. This is a 7 or an 8. That's a 7, 8 pair, which means this is the 6, which means this is the 9. But I know the totals. This is great. 4 and 7 is 11, so this is the 5. This is not the 5. I'm aiming for 11. So these have to sum to 9. So they're either 8, 1 or 7, 2, and I can't do 7, 2 because there is 7. This is 8 and 1. The 8 and the 1 looks back, making this 7, which makes this 1, which makes this 8, which makes this 7. The 7 looks back, making this 4 and 7. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. 1, 2, 3. The 4 looks down, making this 5. This is not 5 or 4. There's a 1, 2 pair, so this is the 4. How am I going to break the deadly pattern? Oh, 3 and 4 means that's a 2. For the Renban line, so this is the 1, this is the 6, which is all that's left in the box. The 1 looks up, making this 2 and this 1. The 4 looks across, making this 5 and this 4, and that is the solution to 9 5s by Wu-chian Lin. That is stunningly good. Probably could have got rid of that colouring ages ago. That is beautiful. Yeah. That is a really, really cool puzzle. Absolutely stunning. 9 5s gets 9.5 out of 10. That is great. Okay. Sorry, I lost it a bit at the start. I definitely lost flow. I'd gotten a message from my mum and she said, I think I'm okay. And I was a little distracted paying attention to it. And when she said, I'm not okay, and I went and helped. And then when I came back, knowing she's okay, because we've dealt with the issue, I was able to relax and get more into it. And that was really cool. I had seen a couple of things and, but being able to present the puzzle, and most of that I had to find, but really, really cool fun. Thank you, Wu-chian Lin, for sending that one through. Really do appreciate it. Great puzzle. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you found that one as much fun as I did. And as always, good luck with your solving.